This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, quite a violent title to this podcast, Meat Bag.
But the actual phrase I said was Dior Meat Bag.
I think Dior
Yeah.
Meat Bag is funnier.
Well, okay, I can put it in there. I can put it in there if you want.
Yep.
Dior Meat Bag.
In terms of, you'll hear why we're talking about this when we get to it, but in terms of handbag selection, Belle, were you happy with Dior?
Yeah, no, it's a good one.
Because I know Coach, a lot of people get
Yeah.
Coach.
If you said,
you
like,
know what
Marc
I would have
Jacobs.
said?
Yeah.
This is just me.
Yeah.
I know they're not necessarily cool anymore, but just for the alliteration, Mimco Meat Bag.
Yep.
Okay, well, I just bought
Mimco
a
is
Mimco.
Am I right with?
Sorry, did you?
I just bought a Mimco.
Oh my god,
yeah.
that is
really?
so
Yeah, it's fine.
5 years ago.
I
bitch.
thought Mimco was more like the tweeny, like kind of tween version.
Yeah, Mimco. I remember
Like,
buying.
I remember most girls had the
Yeah.
little Mimco with the X on
I
it.
remember in year 12, I bought my girlfriend at the time a Mimco Loves Range thing, and they stopped being cool after that.
Well, I bought it in Bali when we were in Bali.
Oh,
So it's a
you got a
fakey.
Micmo. Very nice.
I don't know, it's cute.
Well,
Look, I'm years behind in fashion always, so I
Look,
don't care.
enjoy the podcast. You'll hear what all that meat bag stuff is about first, and you're also going to hear how our big performance went at Ashburton's Got Talent. Pink with Trustful on Nova 100. Good morning, Melbourne. You are here with Ben, Liam and Belle, presented by What If. It's Aussie for travel.
Liam and Belle, what do we think about placentas?
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, obviously, everyone's got them.
Well, not everyone's got them.
No.
Well,
Do you know what a placenta is?
Well,
You
yeah.
haven't got a placenta.
No. I did have a placenta because I was freaking in
true.
it. So everyone has one.
Well, you weren't in the placenta.
It wasn't your placenta, though.
Are
It
you
was your
thinking of a
mum's.
uterus?
Well, there's I know there's some flubber that comes out after. And
Some flubber. Oh,
Guys,
my God. It's
guys.
the reason you're alive.
Well, I had a little placenta that I was clinging onto. I was doing something with that placenta. I know I don't have one in me, but I was mates with one at some point.
We got asked by a friend yesterday, what are we going to do with our placenta? So if you
Yeah.
don't know, my wife Sam and I are expecting our first child, going to be a son in July, late July. And they said, what are you going to do with the placenta? And I said, what are you talking about? I'm going to leave it at the hospital where it belongs. And they said, no, take it home. There's so much you can do with it.
Bake it,
And
eat it
there-
for strength.
There is so many things that you can do with the placenta. I've looked into this a lot. I've done a lot of research on this. So one of the main things people take it home for is to eat it. So Liam, as the Godfather, would you like to come over?
I would love nothing more.
Just so happened to make
I-
a bolognese that night.
I will have it fresh. I'll have it cooked. I'll have it however you see fit.
I think the main way people consume it is they get it like powderized and they put it in tablets or whatever, and then they put it into their smoothie.
yeah.
A little placenta tablet.
Yeah, literally.
Have my fish oil, my placenta, off to work.
The other thing people do is they bury it. So they either eat it or they bury it. And so I was doing some research and I ended up on the Royal Women's Hospital website, and there was like a one-pager. And so I'm just going to read out some of the one-pager now. So it says, some families wish to take the baby's placenta home to bury it. Others would like to take the placenta home for consumption. When you are handling the placenta, cover any cuts or abrasions you may have, wear protective gloves, and avoid eating or smoking around the placenta.
Don't be smoking
Don't
with the
smoke
placenta.
around the
You can't have
placenta.
a smoked
Question.
placenta?
Can you smoke the placenta? I mean, you can consume it.
It's a good question. It says, if you choose to bury the placenta, it will need to be buried no less than 1 metre underground to prevent it from being scavenged by animals. Could you imagine the horror if you buried it and there was like a raccoon to get up?
But the whole burying thing, what is the reason to bury it?
I think from what I understand is it's more of a spiritual thing. So it's more of a, you come from the
Nah.
earth, so you bury it in the earth.
No, I think it's good for the garden.
Yeah, I thought it was like a manure
No,
kind
well,
of vibe.
hey, I can tell you this much for free, Ben and Belle. If you were to head to the rose bushes at 24 Partridge Court, Golden Grove,
Your mum buried the placenta?
You'd find my placenta
See,
in there.
I actually like that. So what some people do is they plant the placenta and they put a tree on top of it so that as your
Yeah.
child grows, the tree grows.
Yeah, knowing me, my tree would die.
Oh, that's horrible, Bill.
and then you'd be like, ooh, what is this a sign?
You know what's wild, though? There's one step further. So some people like to pass the placenta naturally. So when you give birth, some people's placenta comes right out.
Yeah.
But some people stays attached to them. And so rather than the people pulling it out or cutting it off,
Yeah.
they prefer to let it pass naturally. So they walk around with it like it's a little Dior meat handbag.
Oh, hang on.
Jesus.
Wait, no, hang on. So you leave it in your uterus.
Yep, until it comes out naturally.
Right.
So just walking
you go
around
through
with
a whole nother.
like sometimes
childbirth.
like 2 weeks
Oh, I don't want. No,
with a
you
little
don't wanna do
meat
that.
bag.
You could be back at work. Stop saying meat bag.
Well, placenta bag.
You're trying to get. I feel like you're trying to get a rise out of us. Meat bag. Meat bag.
Yes.
You hear me? I said meat bag.
But it's not a handbag, it's in you.
Yeah.
I don't put my
I
handbag up
don't
my
know.
bag.
It is it's an interesting area.
Yes.
And as someone who's having their first child, I'm learning a lot about it, which is why I'd love to know this morning, what did you do with the placenta? Maybe you chose to eat it. Maybe you buried it in the backyard. Maybe you did something else totally different. Some people make jewelry out of it as well. 13 24 10. What did you do with the placenta? I was on this article on parents.com and it said 8 things you can do with the placenta.
8. So many options.
So the first one is you could eat it. That's number 1. We've talked about that. Number 2, you can donate the placenta to medical research.
Oh, that's a good one.
How many placentas do they need?
Number 3, you can make I don't know how to say this word, salve, like a balm. So you can make a cream out of it if you wanted to, and you could apply it to your skin.
Can you say
Could you
balm
ima-
again,
could-
please?
Balm. You can say balm, but I like saying balm.
Yeah.
Of course
You
you
just
do.
say, imagine that if you had like chapped lips and then you're like, oh, geez, have you got anything,
anyone got
Ben? And you're just like,
chapstick?
yeah, just use this. And you go, "Gee,
Placenta balm."
that stuff's really good. What is that? Oh, that's my placenta balm.
You can make jewelry with it, so you can dry it out and make jewelry.
That seems like a waste because the whole thing about using the placenta is because of its nutrients. So that just feels like a
Yeah, I
waste.
guess there might be like some kind of energy coming out of it, if you
Oh,
believe in
yeah.
that. Number 5, you can plant it. We've talked about that. Number 6, this one's pretty wild. You can DIY a placenta shirt.
Sorry?
You can make a shirt out of it.
Imagine you coming into work one morning.
Is that like Gaga's meat dress?
What is
What
that?
do
What
you
is that
mean?
knit? Is that a knit?
Well, I thought it was that I thought that physically you'd wear it like a shirt. I believe what they do is they get a regular cotton shirt, but then
Yeah.
they use
What, put a picture of your placenta on
they
it?
use the blood from the placenta
Oh,
to
jeez.
like tie-dye it.
Again, a waste because it's the nutrients we should be using.
Number 7 is you can make some art with it. And then number 8 is you can get it framed. Some people get it framed, they put it up on their wall.
Yeah, that's it. You know how like there's framing places and they're like, we do everything. We do footy boots. We do posters. Imagine if you're like, yeah, I've just got a placenta. Do you reckon you could?
That would be the place to go.
Yeah, just chuck it in there.
I find it wild when you think about when you take it home. And to be honest, I'm all for it. Like, if you've done it, 13, 24, 10, give us a buzz. What did you do with your placenta? I find it wild though. Like, what do? Do you bring a Tupperware container?
Oh, they'd give you a container. Yeah, they give you one of those like
You
medical
reckon?
ones. Yeah. Oh, they're not just going to slop it in your hand.
Ziploc bag. Alia from Clyde North. Thanks for calling through. What did you do with the placenta?
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
So, look, I did take my placenta home after the birth, and I'm going to tell you that they put it in a white bucket, so it's not see-through.
A bucket.
Like
It doesn't
you've
sound very
been
medical.
fishing.
Yeah, it was kind of like a fishing bucket. And I actually took it home and I kept it in my fridge for probably about 2 or 3 months, and then I threw it in the bin because I was like, what am I really doing with this? So it never made it on my wall.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend actually encapsulated hers, and she got a picture made as well.
Oh.
And yeah, I just couldn't do it.
Did she talk about the taste when she got I mean, it's a tablet, so it probably wouldn't taste like anything, would it?
No, I don't think it was any taste. So yeah, encapsulated in little tablet form, and she had them all.
I find it wild that you had it in your fridge for that long. Wouldn't it have gone rancid?
Look, I never opened the bucket. I'm not going to lie.
Husband gets home after a big night out. Jeez, what do we got in here? Open the bucket. Mandy from Chatty, tell us, what did you do with the placenta?
I kept a small fragment. I didn't want to keep the whole thing because it's actually quite big and gross looking.
Yeah.
So I picked a piece that looked okay.
Little
And-
nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blended it up in my NutriBullet, which I've since thrown away. And I blended it with a little bit of sorbeline and I made it into a paste and I used it on my cracked heels for a couple of nights.
Oh, so you used it on your feet.
God!
Yeah, just a little.
You made a bomb.
I thought you were going to eat it, but then there was a left-hand turn and you put it on your cracked heels.
Oh,
Oh, no,
Oh,
I never
man.
did It looked too gross.
And
Did
it worked?
Yeah.
No, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, right. That is a vision, isn't it? You
Isn't it?
just rubbing some placenta cream into your cracked heels.
Isn't it funny? This morning when I brought up the topic of placentas, I was like, I'm going to be very respectful. I'm going to talk about placentas because I know for some people it is spiritual. For some people, it means a lot to them. So far, everyone's been like, oh, yeah, they're so gross.
You put it in a bucket.
Yes, last one in South Melbourne. What did you do with the placenta?
My child's placenta, they put it in like a tiny little container thing, one of those things that you pay in, when you do like tests.
Mm.
And like over time, I was just like looking at it like, what do I do with this thing?
Mm.
Over time, I'm looking at it and it's like getting crispier and crispier and drier. And I'm like, this thing's starting to look like a pork crackling. So I had a tiny little bite out of it and it was just like pork crackling. And over time, I just demolished the lot. And my partner was like, where's the placenta?
You just nibbled away at the crackling.
You just had the mint sauce out, just going ham on the crispy little...
Well, isn't that what it's for? Aren't you supposed to?
Yeah.
I just don't know if letting it sit to crackle and then...
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, it is still a meat, isn't it? And you got to be careful around meat.
Everything I read online said you have to refrigerate it. You have to take it's like you treat it like a steak.
But it is just meat, and I've been veggie for years, and I tell you what, a part of me does miss a bit of crackling.
Well,
I'd be happy to get some off your hands, Ben, after you.
I like the sound of Jess just like nibbling at it.
just on the couch after dinner. Give a bit of placenta.
Book for Holiday U this summer. Because Aussies act a little differently on holiday. More daring, relaxed, and sometimes more fancy.
And What If has all kinds of accommodation to suit your style.
Yep, book your next getaway on the What If app. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Yesterday, the Ashburton Community Festival. Ben, myself, Belle, and 12-year-old Noah, who listens to the show, all entered a competition called Ashburton's Got Talent. $1,000 on the line. Money for jam. I mean, Australia's got talent very hard. There's like 24 million people who live in Australia.
Yep.
Ashburton, only like a couple of thousand residents. So, slim pickings, you would think. And there was a ton of people out, people of all ages. There was a man well into his 60s doing some Robbie Williams.
Yep.
We had children as young as 6 doing Disney songs, and then our sort of motley crew, of all different ages, mostly in our 20s, but with young Noah.
Yeah, so if you didn't catch the journey last week, it evolved from individual performances to forming a band. Now, Belle, you came up with the name for the band, which I love. Do you want to explain the name?
So we were covering Kiss's song. So why not call ourselves Pash, but wait, Ashburton.
Yeah, very good. Noah from Craigieburn joins us on the line now. Have you come down from Cloud 9 yet, mate? I mean, pretty huge. Was that your first time performing on stage?
Yeah, it actually was.
Yeah.
Except from the school, when I did it in front of the school students, but part of that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't tell. You were flawless out there.
It feels like you'd been up there for 50-odd years.
How many people do we think were there? Because it had a good
I
turnout.
reckon there was, say, 100 people there.
Yeah.
Watching it, yeah.
And we had that place whipped into a frenzy, didn't we, Noah?
Huh? What? I daydreamed.
Is it daydreaming? Yeah.
Sorry,
Liam just said we had him in a frenzy, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Classic dozy trombone player, hey? Been hitting the drinks too hard after the gig. Good stuff, Noah. Anyway, obviously, we were dead serious about this. I mean, apart from the fact that we only rehearsed once on air on Friday, we wanted to win this competition. And here it is, our performance from the weekend.
Yeah, picture this. We're on the main street of Ashburton. We're next to the Pizza Hut in
Domino's.
Domino's, sorry. We're next to Domino's.
We're sandwiched between Domino's and Ashburton Station.
That's right. And the Ashy, which is like the op shop in the area. Annoyingly, Belle, Ben and Noah just wore black. I had like an $800 Paul Stanley Kiss costume. I had the makeup, the hair, the whole thing.
Liam actually cut in line at the face painting booth to get his face painted. Was it like Gene Simmons?
Yeah. Oh no, it was Paul Stanley, Star Child. Yeah. See, you guys don't even know anything about Kiss. Anyway, doesn't matter. Here's how our performance went. I was made
would like to welcome Nova's Ashburton to the stage.
Now your turn. I'm gonna lay it at your feet. 'Cause girl, I was made for you. And girl, you were made for me. Alright! I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I could give it all to you, baby. Can you give it all to me? Ooh, yeah! Belle Jackson drum solo!
Yes! Put your hands together for Ashburton.
We're Ashburton, never forget! Give it up for Noah on the trombone!
Yeah, unfortunately, the MC cut us off before the second chorus, but
She wrapped us up after the drum solo.
yeah, well, Belle, I mean, you held the beat really well. I think my vocals were flawless. Noah's trombone was a standout for
But
me. And Ben, for your first time ever playing the bass.
Thank you.
Midway, Ben just stopped playing. You
Well,
just took a break.
I thought I looked weird the way I was holding it, so I did stop mid-song to adjust.
Sometimes rock stars do that. Yeah, it's all about the look and the vibe. So as you can hear, obviously, a pretty exceptional performance. The question is, was it enough to win us $1,000 at Ashburton's Got Talent?
That was the whole reason we did this. The whole reason we entered was to take him to the cleaners. Money for jam.
Beat that 6-year-old that sung We
Yeah.
Don't Talk About Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. We had her covered, I think. Well, you'll find out if we won next. No, out of interest, do you think the performance went as well as it should have gone?
Yes, I reckon we were the best.
Yeah, me
well,
too.
I think we all did, and there was some stiff competition. There was like a kid in a banana suit singing Frozen songs. There was that little girl doing "We Don't Speak About Bruno."
Yep.
There was a guy sort of around my dad's age doing Robbie Williams.
There was the small children that were doing like a cheer team performance.
Yeah, there's those guys that are doing like a boxing thing where it's just like punching.
Well, that one was just an ad.
That was an ad because they were wearing UBS branding.
It was a good play by them because they entered the talent show, did a boxing performance, but branded as the boxing place.
We were the only band.
Yeah, and we had Belle on the drums.
Yep.
We had Noah playing trombone. Ben was playing bass guitar, and I was singing. We're doing a little Kiss cover. And so we're all, we came out on the Sunday. We're all dressed up. You can see some of it on the Ben, Liam and Belle Instagram now.
Yep. Keeping in mind, the whole reason we entered was to win the $1,000.
And then we could give it away on the
we were
show.
going to give it away on the show.
Yeah.
So if you're listening right now, you should be as invested as we are because this is your $1,000.
So we've done our performance, as you heard earlier, seamless.
Tight.
It sounded just like the real thing.
Yeah. Some said Queen-esque.
Yeah, obviously it would have been better if it was Kiss-esque because that was the band we're trying to cover, but yeah. So yeah, people were saying I was like a young Farouk Bulsara. They were saying, they're like, wow, it's like, I've heard that before. Is it Freddie Mercury? No, it's Liam from the radio. And we didn't win. After all that, this 8-year-old magician kid called Aiden, who did some thing with a pogo stick, he won $1,000. What's an 8-year-old going to do with $1,000?
We didn't win Ashburton's Got Talent.
Daylight robbery.
No, I'm so sorry, but this is showbiz, and we got. we got to
be
start at the
angry,
bottom.
Noah. You can be angry. Are you furious, Noah?
Nah, I'm not serious. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But you're out of the band, kid. That's not the passion.
You're supposed to be mad.
You're supposed to be mad. That's what rock and roll's all about.
Yeah, say I'm mad, Noah.
Mama mad.
Yeah. All
You
right.
sound it.
I don't believe him. Oh no, I'm pretty flat.
I'm flat.
Yeah, and Noah, look, we're not the only ones who are flat because, I mean, everyone has eyes, everyone has ears.
Yep.
Everyone who's down there knows that 8-year-old magician didn't deserve to win, and we did. We deserve to win Ashburton's Got Talent. But they're not the only ones because, since the decision was passed out yesterday at the Ashburton Community Festival, it's been going viral online and people like to call out injustice when they see it, especially celebrities. They always like to rally around a big cause. And that's exactly what's happened over the last 24 hours.
Hey Nova, it's your girl Cardi B. Hey, what's up? This is Doja Cat.
Hey, this is Ed Sheeran.
Hey, it's Beyonce.
Yo, what's up? This is Craig David.
Hi, this is Britney Spears.
What up, though? It's your boy, Big Snoop Dogg.
Hi, this is Adele.
What's good, baby? It's Young Gravy here.
What's up, guys? We're Justice Crew.
Hello, this is Ricky Martin.
Hello, this is Passenger.
Hey, what's up, party people? We are Cobra Starship.
Hey guys, this is Vici. Hi, I'm Gary.
Hello there, I'm Matt. I'm Howard.
Hello, I'm Jason.
And we are Take That.
What's up, this is Stan Walker.
I'm Billy Ray Cyrus.
And this is Fitzy. And I and everyone else that you just heard think that Ben, Liam and Belle got robbed at Ashburton's Got Talent.
You heard it there first. Cobra Starship have said it. Stan Walker said it. Everyone said it. Avicii.
If you're as outraged as we are, you can forward your emails to ashburtonsgottalent.com.
Yep. Pepper them, because next year we're coming bigger and better. Noah's going to be 13 at that time. He might have a few hairs on his chin, and we're going to rock again, and we're going to win that $1,000.
But look, if you do want to see the footage of our performance, head to Ben, Liam and Belle on Facebook and Insta. You can see it all there.
Yeah, if for nothing else, I recommend you go to look at Liam in his leotard, because you should not have been able to wear that in your children.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. I'm not going to lie.
It was extremely tight.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
And if you call up 132410 this morning and win the 610 quiz, you will be getting tickets to Ed Sheeran. His last tour broke records as the biggest tour ever. Ed Sheeran is heading to the MCG on Thursday and Friday. Final tickets are on sale now, with more details at frontiertouring.com.
First cab off the rank this morning is Jade in Rosebud. Good morning.
Good morning.
Jade, Daryl Braithwaite is supposedly completely overwhelmed by Harry Styles' horses cover on the weekend, even though he didn't write it. Can you name one breed of horse?
Palomino.
Sure.
Yeah, well done.
You were so confident about it, it sounded right.
We had a few written down. We had Shetland, Friesian, Thoroughbred, Mustang, Clydesdale. We didn't have the one that you said,
Well,
but...
I'm also on Google in front of me. I've Googled all, horse breeds, but I'd have to control
Jade, Jade, are you a horse girl?
Great.
Oh, a little bit.
Oh, okay. At school, did you make the noises and run around pretending to be a horse?
No, can't say I did.
I reckon you did.
His second question. We have a brand new passport here in Australia coming. If you're sitting in seat 27C, are you window or aisle?
Aisle.
You are. Patrick Dangerfield has been announced as the new captain of Geelong. True or false? Patrick Dangerfield has never won a Brownlow medal.
False.
Correct.
I thought he did win one.
No, he did.
Yeah, so he hasn't won one. True or false? It's
I
false
said he hasn't won one.
Yeah,
right,
for the record, confusing.
It's a double play, isn't it? It's a double play.
Confusing,
No, you even confused me there, Jade. Well done. Okay, James Bond is being rewritten to remove offensive words, including octopussy. What video game console was the game GoldenEye 64 for?
What was that? Sorry, what was the game?
GoldenEye 64. It was like a James Bond game. What console could you play it on?
Ooh.
64 would probably be the clue there.
Nintendo 64?
Yeah, that's the one.
We basically gave it away, Liam.
It's GoldenEye 64. What do you think, Belle?
Yeah, okay. You didn't need to point it out.
Yeah.
Kylie and Danny Minogue did a surprise performance together at World Pride on the weekend. Can you finish these lyrics?
I'm just can't.
No, Jade!
It's too early.
Oh, I mean,
You knew a horse breed.
granted, Liam helped you with a few of them, but you were doing pretty
Oh,
well.
well, thanks for playing. So close to winning the Ed tickets. Alison in Box Hill. This is for Ed Sheeran, and to pick the next song we play. Can you finish the lyrics?
Boy, your love is all I think about.
Well done, Alison. You've swept in the last minute, and you're heading along to Ed this weekend.
Woohoo! Thank you.
No worries at all. Now you get to pick the next song we play. And I really hope you're going to go for my song. There's two options. You've got Eminem.
Yep.
Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Which, great, but we've heard the real Slim Shady many a time. But something we don't hear often on Nova 100 or ever anymore is 5 for Fighting. Light us out. What's it going to be, Alison?
Well, it sounds like it better be the second one.
Yeah, I reckon.
I feel like Liam was leading the witness there.
It's not easy to be me.
Ooh, sing it. 5 for Fighting. Superman.
It's not easy to be me.
I reckon I was in school the last time I heard that.
It's Ben Liam and Belle here on Nova.
Can I clear a lyric with that song quickly?
Yeah.
Is it, I'm only a man in a funny red sheet?
Yes, it is actually. I'm only a man in a funny red sheet. I don't know why he's in a red sheet. I don't know what's funny.
If it's Superman, he's saying it's not a cape. It's a
yeah, you know what?
sheet.
I've never actually
He's
connected
dressing up
those.
as a superhero, but he's not.
Yeah, I actually never really. I did know it was red sheet, but I never knew why.
I thought he said, I'm only a man falling asleep. That's what I thought he said.
A funny little sheep. I'm only a man. Actually, I'm a sheep. Yeah, no. The other great 5 for Fighting song was, and you only got 100 years to live. Hopefully, you haven't heard that.
I don't know
guess
that
what,
one.
Belle? I'll be putting it up for the 16 quiz tomorrow.
No, we're not doing back to back.
Yes, with any luck, we'll be getting it. Hey,
It's not in the system.
okay. Well,
I'll have to record it and import it
we'll
in.
have to import it in. We've got 24 hours. We'll find it for you. Like, if you know, you know. It's a great song. Wow, Belle. Really beautiful moment yesterday. Just thought I'd fill you in. Ben reached out to me, the Godfather, in his time of need. Just really nice.
Is this about what I text you about?
Yeah. So when
there's nothing to talk about.
When Ben needs something done, it's just nice to know he looks to me, the man he trusts most with his life, the man he trusts with his unborn son's life. So yeah, got this super sweet message last night. I've got it up here.
Yep.
He said, "Hey man, has your passport still got at least 2 years before it expires? We're updating Sam's passport so her last name says Harvey, but on the application we need to put a reference who isn't family. Do you mind if we put your name down?" And I started crying. I just started crying and crying and crying and crying, and I just thought, wow. I'm Ben's reference.
For the record, Sam texted her best friend Alicia, and she said, "Hey, can I use you as my reference, my passport application?" And she said, "Mine expires in a year, so we couldn't use her."
So you have to have at least 2 years?
Yep. And that's when I defaulted to, I'll just text Liam.
I sort of doubt that. I think Ben's he's sort of playing
so
it down.
Cute.
I've never met this Alicia character. I don't even know if she's
yes,
real.
You have.
I don't remember her. She can't have been in the inner circle. She's probably more on the out. Was she on the outer circle at the wedding? Like she's
very inner.
Probably
I think she
far
was,
table.
I think she wasn't even in the bridal party, but she was sitting next to Sam.
Pretty far away from the main event. Anyway, that warm, fuzzy feeling disappeared pretty quick when Ben followed that message up with, "When's your birthday, King? July 23rd, 95? June 13th, 96, man. All good. And I've been friends for a decade."
And then, as I said in the message, pretty close.
yeah. And I was like, to be fair, yeah, there are elements that are similar. There's a 3 and a J in there. That's right. Yeah. Oh, Ben and Belle, where were you? Yesterday, Amy Park for the A-League.
Oh, I missed it.
I was busy that day.
Well, it was a ripper of a game. Melbourne victory. They got obviously a big fan base here in Melbourne.
Are they the ones that threw the sand bucket?
Yeah, bucket gate. Yeah, you got to wear your helmet when you get to a victory game. That's for sure.
Yeah, what was the vibe like?
But thanks, Melbourne Victory, for sending me my tickets, by the way.
But you're an Adelaide United fan.
Yeah, I know, and I was sitting with the Adelaide United fans because I'm an Adelaide boy, and I got my phone out to record the crowd as I was sitting in there.
We hate you because you're Victorian.
And in my head, I was thinking, I really got to stop sitting with these guys if I'm trying to do this whole, hey, Melbourne breakfast show. I'm like, I don't know. I might have to sit at the other end, I reckon.
Attention, everyone on the way to school, and attention, parents, if you've already dropped the kids off. If you want to be the coolest parents in town, call us right now, 13 24 10, because we have got the hottest prize in FM radio.
Yes. We have Bunnings hats.
Just a little taste.
Harry Styles, you put one on the weekend, and if Harry Styles wears it, it instantly becomes the coolest possible thing you can have.
The phone lines are chockers straight away. This is the hottest item you can own.
Which is quite funny because they're worth $7. If you want to win one, we got them to give away. So call us 13 24 10.
Harry Styles, he wore one at his show at Marvel Stadium on Friday night. Someone threw it to him and he caught it, put it on.
Honestly, nothing has lit the phones up more this morning than when we said call us if you want a Bunnings hat.
Kirsty in Mernda, good morning to you. You want one of these hats?
Yes, please.
Hey, lowest prices are just the beginning. You're going to look like the coolest chick in town.
Congratulations, you got one.
Jamie in Seabrook, good morning. Do you want a Bunnings hat?
Not me, my 6-year-old son. He's been begging for one every time we go.
6-year-old son?
Well.
He's going to fit into it.
Sorry, is that because he saw Harry wearing it, or has he just always wanted one?
No, he's just always wanted one. I don't know why, but he has to have one.
He's going to be the coolest kid in Kinder. A Bunnings hat coming your way. Kez in Diamond Creek, is this for you, the Bunnings hat?
No, it's for my daughter.
Oh, yeah. Is she a big Harry fan?
Yeah, she certainly is.
Well.
Not a Bunnings fan, though. Damn. Oscar in Elwood, do you want a Bunnings hat?
Yeah, I want a Bunnings hat.
Yeah, Oscar!
What year are you in at school, Oscar?
I'm in year 7.
Year 7. Do you reckon you're going to be the coolest kid in school today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Oscar, do you want 2 Bunnings hats?
Yeah.
You want 3 Bunnings hats?
Okay, no, hey.
Yeah, you want 4 Bunnings
No,
hats?
we only have a select few.
All right, you can have 2.
All right, Anna, good morning. Do you want a Bunnings hat?
Good morning. Yes, please.
Sick one. Is this for you?
Yes.
Sounds like you're lying.
Sounds like you're lying for some reason.
We might have to pry on Anna a little further after to find out the whereabouts of this Bunnings hat, where it's going to go to.
It is the most popular prize in the state this morning. Ash joins us now. Good morning, Ash. Do you want a Bunnings hat?
Yes, I do. I actually work at Bunnings.
Well, feels like you could probably just get one like on a discount rate.
I've got my boss next to me, and they didn't think I'd be able to win one. So yeah, I have.
Yeah, all right, you proved him wrong.
Hey, out of interest, Ash, so if you work at Bunnings, like how much cheaper is stuff at Bunnings for you?
Oh no, it's just the price, mate.
Full price, really.
Full freight.
My question, Ash, is now that I'm thinking of someone from Bunnings, with those adverts, are they real people or are they actors?
No, they're actually real team members.
Really? Have you ever been asked to be in an ad before?
Funny story, I actually did one last week.
Oh, you did?
My God!
Oh, Ash, can you run us through your lines? Did you say something like, "Oh, it's just great. The people are great.
Yeah.
There's so much on variety.
Summer's a great time of year to get out there. Sun's shining.
I just love it. The smell of the sausages in the air. You can just come through. You can get whatever you want. Friendly staff.
Springtime, great for the garden.
Ash,
the flowers are blooming.
What was your bit, Ash?
I actually did how-to videos, so like how to change a smoke alarm, how to plant a tree, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
How
there
to
you go.
launch a radio station and win something that you can get at work. You're a pro at it, Ash.
Wonderful, Ash. Well, we look forward to seeing your ad soon.
Huge weekend on the gram for Selena Gomez, Kylie Jenner, Taylor Swift, Bella Hadid. We're all, Hailey Bieber, all in this one, dare I say, Mean Girls group. They've all been taking shots at each other. Super, super, super long story short. They've all basically dated the same guys, and now they've been taking what people are saying are kind of like passive shots at each other.
Are they in a group chat together?
No. So everyone's been posting Insta stories. So, for example, Selena Gomez posted an Insta story of her going, "Oh, I did my brows too much," and then Kylie posted another Insta story going, "Oh, my brows," and then it's like these little passive shots at each other. Then you've got her doing Bella had did filters on her face, saying, "I wish I was as pretty as Bella." They both dated The Weeknd. Then Hailey B was coming.
Sounds bitchy.
It's a whole thing, but basically all you need to know.
Can I just say, as one of the men in the room, that made no sense to me.
Yeah. I'm more confused about the situation.
I'm more confused than ever.
I'm like, what does a Bella here did for face filter? And who is she? What does she do again? I wouldn't know if she walked past.
There's a bunch of very beautiful girls all posting on their Instagram pages separately, taking shots at each other.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
great.
end.
Okay. All right. And we know now that Selena Gomez is the most followed woman on Instagram.
That blows me away.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked that. You would
Never
think
in a million
surely a
years.
Jenner, a Kardashian.
Well, she became the most followed girl years ago. Then she lost it, yes, to the Jenners and everyone, but now she's back because of the beef.
Well, I think this is a perfect opportunity to play a little game of who has more followers on Instagram. Belle and Ben, you'll be working together. First one, Taylor Swift, who you mentioned, versus Miley Cyrus. Who's got more?
Ooh.
Big names.
I would say Taylor Swift is the bigger musician.
But
Miley's
posts cooler, like more scandalous stuff that people want to follow.
I agree. I think let's lock in Miley.
No.
Come on, Belle. Lock in
fine,
Miley.
lock in Miley.
Lock in Miley.
Ooh. It's Taylor.
Oh.
247 million. Miley's only on a measly 197 million.
Okay.
What about Gary Ablett Jr. versus Patrick Dangerfield, the new captain of Geelong?
So Dangerfield.
I would say Dangerfield, but having said that, I'm leaning towards Gary Ablett Jr. because he's a better player.
I mean, put it this way, there's only 4,000 followers in it. So you've got one of the greatest of all time, or, Paddy, who's great.
Yeah,
he's
but
still sort of playing at the moment.
Paddy's more relevant
Let's
now.
go Paddy. Yeah, lock in Paddy.
Paddy, yep, he's got it. 216,000 to Ablett's 212. What about Paulini and Dean Geyer?
Oh, Dean.
Both very irrelevant.
I would say Dean Geyer for the eye candy. Like, girls would follow him just to look at him.
What did Dean Geyer do? I don't know.
He was also on Oz Idol.
Yeah.
Right, so they were both on Oz Idol.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Dean Geyer.
Yeah, Dean Geyer's got Paulini. He's on 59,000. Paulini is on 49,000. Which brings me to my next question. Who has more followers, Dean Geyer or me?
Sorry, what did Dean Geyer have?
59,000.
Well, here's the thing, Liam. You used to have 60.
Yeah.
But I know you've been hemorrhaging.
Yeah, lost a few.
Just like our collaborative page has as well.
Has Dean Geyer overtaken you?
Dean Geyer has more followers than me. He has 3.9 thousand
now?
I got like 55. He's got 59.
Have you got? You've lost 5,000.
Yeah, well,
you don't really post much anymore, though.
Oh, okay. A bit of Ben Brown news. Hit it, Ben.
Ben Brown. Live in the studio.
Oh, yeah, we made that when he was in the studio, but he's not here with us. Oh, well, it doesn't work. I'll have to revoice that for the next time we have some Ben Brown news. But obviously, well-known player, plays for Melbourne now, used to be North Melbourne, known for his flowing locks. Well, he's shaved all of that off. That's why he was in with us a couple of weeks ago. And he's done it for charity. He's raised 50 grand, so well done, Ben Brown.
Yeah, well done, Ben Brown.
Looks good as well. Looks good without the hair as well. I like the hair, but I think he
looks tougher.
He looks like,
you don't want to mess with him in the
He's got
front lines.
less of a risk now on the field. You can't grab his hair and pull him to the ground, so that's good.
I don't think you're allowed to do that anyway, to be fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think?
It's one of the key
Belle,
rules.
You think in AFL the players can grab each other's hair?
Bell's like, yeah, that's why Gary Ablett was so good. No one could get to him. He was sliding off his head the whole game.
Pull Max Gawn's beard now.
Ben and Belle, I went to Harry on Friday night. Still getting used to the trains, and I honestly followed the trail of coloured feathers onto the platforms I needed to. No, I'm not even kidding. Literally, because I don't know I think he wore a feather boa once, so like all the stores in Melbourne just sold out of them, and there was so many fake coloured feathers just on the ground.
What did you wear?
I wore a leotard with a feather boa. No,
Nice.
I just actually it's a new thing I'm doing where I'm wearing like chinos and Birkenstocks.
You wore chinos and Birks to the Harry concert?
Interesting.
I
You
almost
would've
wasn't let
looked
in.
so weird.
With my
Yeah.
camera. Hey, yeah, g'day, I'm just coming in. No, but it was a very young crowd, obviously. And the funny thing is that you sort of notice early on getting the train in, you're like, oh, there's these girls, you know, a lot of girls with like braces. Like they're sort of like, I suppose they're maybe year 7, year 8 at school. Like
Mate,
they're not,
you're wearing retainers.
well, yeah.
Don't single them out.
Okay, yeah, well, you know, you laugh, but it's, you know, it's a sign of wealth to have good teeth, isn't it? So,
At the moment, no. Not how you look.
okay, this isn't about
Don't
my
flick
retainers.
them.
I'm putting them in place. I'll have you know my treatment only has 2 more months, okay?
Thank God.
But there was so many girls that sort of age where they obviously can't go to the gigs themselves yet, so they have to have a parental guardian.
Yep.
I saw so many dads taking like a group of 2 or 3 girls looking like they just wish they could be anywhere else other than a Harry Styles gig on a Friday night.
And it kind of is annoying because, yes, they have to do that, but they're taking up a seat that a real diehard fan would love
That's
to
true.
be at.
And there's like lots of like young kids who are like under 10. Obviously they're going with their parents. They're really excited. It's kind of cute. But then there's that age when dad's probably like, you know, I sort of don't trust you to
And
go
the
out by
girls
yourself.
walk a
but
good, like, 10 steps ahead
well,
of the
yeah,
dad.
there was a lot, you know, the dads were just sort of back, and there should have been like a section for the dads so they could have just gone and watched some footy highlights or something like that. But it reminded me of that sort of awkward age when you are allowed to start to go to stuff. But then there's the proviso of like your parent has to come with you.
Yeah.
And it reminded me like when I was like 15, say. So I'm starting to get to that age where it's like, come on, mum and dad, like just let me go, right? And they said, yeah, you're allowed to go to Big Day Out, which I was like, awesome. Like Big Day Out was, you know, this great festival and there was always big acts playing. And then mum was like, but I'm coming with you. And so like I'd already told all my mates, like, yeah, sick, like, yeah, let's go, like, got my ticket, like, awesome. And then I didn't want to tell them that my mum was also coming, but this is the kicker. Mum had heard from her friend that you dress up when you go to Big Day Out. So on the morning of Big Day Out, on this stinking hot January day, I'm like ready. I'm in my singlet, my shorts, like sick, yeah, with all the boys going to Big Day Out. And then I walked out to see my mum before we left, and she was dressed as a witch.
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
She was dressed as a witch.
What do you mean?
And I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, people dress up. My friend Robin told me that people dress up. And I was like, you cannot wear that. And then she was like, oh, you're being ridiculous. Like people dress up at it. It's a thing. And then I had to go to Big Day Out with my mum dressed as a witch.
You were such a loser kid.
I know. It's like, who's that over there? That witch lady. Don't know her. Really? It seems like she's following you pretty closely. Never seen it before. Never seen it. What time is Kanye West on?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Your mum's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, she's
like,
a cool mum.
that's
Well, she was having fun. She was, and to be honest, mum had gone to a few Big Day Outs before.
Right.
She'd seen Rage Against the Machine. She's with it. She's cool. But and now whatever. That's fine. If I would enjoy going to a fest with my mum. That would be fine.
Dressed as a witch.
Probably still weird if she was dressed as a witch.
When you say she was dressed as a witch, do you mean she had funny shoes and a hat on? Or do you mean she literally was dressed like a witch?
She had the nose on. Like she was a full dress as a witch. And I was like,
maybe she wanted to put a costume on so no one would recognise her going with you.
Are you Liam's mum? No. Flies off in her broomstick. 13/24/10. What did your parents supervise you at? Harry Styles, pretty standard. Big Day Out with your mum dressed as a witch. Not great. Maybe it was your first date and your mum said, yeah, you can go, but I'm also sitting at the restaurant somewhere.
So we're talking chaperones.
Chaperones. You're sort of that awkward tween age, you know, your parents are still looking after you, which is good, but you hate it. Where did your parents supervise you? 13/24/10. If you get in touch as well, we will put you in the draw for Nova's first class and $50,000. That's first class flights for you and 3 friends to wherever you want to go in the world and $50,000 cash.
Yep. Olivia joins us now in Seaford. Good morning, Olivia. What did your parents supervise you at?
Morning, guys. I went to a Justin Bieber concert when I would have been about 14. I took my dad with me. I made him a T-shirt that said Justin's biggest fan. and I forced him to wear it. He then sat down for the whole concert and stuck on Metallica in his headphones.
Oh, yeah. Rock Dad.
He could not hear it over the high-pitched screaming of the entire crowd.
I was going to say, Liv, I was like, yeah, good on him for sticking the headphones in. But yeah, you can barely hear Justin over the screens.
That's so funny. He's got a I'm a Belieber shirt on and he's just listening to Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see.
Natalie in Ringwood, good morning. What did your parents supervise you at?
Good morning. My mum was pretty much there for all of my dates from like the age of 13 to 16. And I kind of used it as a weapon toward the end because I was like, yeah, my mum's watching. Impressed.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
right.
You said all your dates.
On my first date.
Ooh, I mean, 13, I'm like,
How many dates are you going
kind
on
of
at
get
13?
it. But also, like, 16 starting to get a little late in the piece,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
if mum's sitting in between you at the cinema, you know?
I'd be weirded out if I was a 16-year-old, went on a date with another 16-year-old and their mum was there. That'd be strange.
And Natalie, as you said, if you said, like, impressed, my mum's watching, I'd be like, nah, mum.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do
I
here.
was driving when I was 16. You know what I
I
mean?
think everyone was, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Well, you're on your
weird. that
L's at 16.
No, you're on your P's. 16
Okay,
and a half.
well, you're from Adelaide, so it's different.
Well, you couldn't get your
No,
you can get your P's
no,
until you're
18
17.
you get your P's.
18?
You get your P's at 18?
No way.
Yes.
Really?
You get your red peas for a year, and then you get your green peas at
I
19.
was driving on my own when I was 16
well,
and a half.
South Australia is a wild place, okay?
Tanya in Lilydale, you are the parent. Are you doing some supervising at the moment, are you?
Yeah, I sure am, guys. So I'm taking my 15-year-old son to see Ice Cube on the 23rd of this month.
Yo. Ice Cube Mama.
But are you going for him
Yeah,
or for
that's
you?
right.
Who's more excited, Tanya? Are you going more so for you or for him?
Oh, yeah, I reckon a little bit of both, actually. I'm a bit of a fan as well, so yeah.
Here we go. Are you going to wear a bucket hat?
I've seen Ice Cube live. He's very good.
He's raw.
Is it awkward with all the swearing, Tanya?
Imagine if he gets Tanya up on stage. You can do it, Tanya. Put your back into it.
Yeah, that'd really backfire on the 14-year-old son. Like, no,
Stop doing it, Mum.
my new dad's Ice Cube.
Don't put your back into it so much.
Hey, if you haven't heard, Nova's First Class and 50K is back. This is undoubtedly the best thing we do at Nova, I reckon. Awesome prize. Not only are you getting $50,000, you're also getting first-class flights to anywhere in the world, return, with you and 3 mates. So it's not like even you and your partner. You could go with another couple, or you could just, take 3 of your friends, whatever.
If you could fly anywhere first class, Liam, where would you go?
I've always wanted to go to Italy.
Have you not been to Italy?
Oh, come on, Belle. Not everyone's from a private school
I don't mean it like
and they've been to Italy.
Belle, if you want to know...
I remember as a child growing up, Belle, you know where I went on holidays?
Where?
I went to the caravan park. And then when I was super duper lucky, I reckon once in my life, I went to the Gold Coast, Italy.
I didn't mean it
Belle's
that.
like, do you just mean the south of Italy, or like where...
So how many horses did you get for your birthday?
You've obviously done the Amalfi Coast,
my
though,
God,
right?
Belle.
No, I've done the Gold Coast a few times.
I've done the Gold Coast too. It's great.
Yeah, well...
I just thought you may have been there because I know you've been to America.
I have,
So I
but
thought maybe
in the
you'd been
last
to
5
Italy.
years, all I've been to is Bali.
Yeah.
But I am trying to change that. So I think, I think Italy. But I would take obviously my fiance, and then I suppose because you've been so many times, Belle, I'd have to take Ben.
Yeah, but I could show you around. I could be your tour guide.
This is true. You probably, you probably
I know all
if
the
you've,
tips.
you've been there enough.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.